Hello friends, and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you are back. If you are new, hi, my name's Rabbit and my pronouns are they, them, and either way, thank you so much for clicking on my video today. So today's video is sort of a follow-up to one that I filmed honestly a couple of months ago now, but basically when I did my whole closet clean out and trying everything on in my wardrobe tour, I had mentioned that I wasn't gonna try on any of my Halloween clothes because I have a huge collection of them and I wanted to save them for an October kind of try on haul. So that's what we're here to do today. I hope your spooky season's going amazing. I have a whole rack of clothes to talk about. A lot of them are DIY'd. The majority of them are thrifted. I'll let you know where I got everything. There's also some accessories that we'll talk about. But yeah, without further ado, I guess let's just get into it. So I wanted to start with one of my favorite pieces. This is a DIY from last year, I want to say, maybe the year before. It's my Halloween patchwork jacket, and I have a whole video about how I made it. It is super fun and I love it. I have a bunch of good memories in it. Wore it a lot of times trick-or-treating and out during the Halloween season, so it's just perfect. It has these little hand-painted candy corn spikes, the candy corn collar, these buttons that I made out of bottle caps. The pumpkin buttons are also handmade out of clay by me. There's felt patches that I made, screen print patches that I made, Joanna Parker patches that I just bought and sewed on. It's got extra pockets, lots of fun thread and designs. The Halloween patchwork jacket. So excited to start wearing it again this season. Now onto another DIY and another thing that I have made a whole video about, but I have one of my first ever Halloween vests. This has all different patchwork squares. Each piece is different and handmade by me and has different designs or sparkles or beads or charms or just metallic thread or different interesting stuff. It's got little candy corn buttons that I made out of clay and it's super fun. I probably wear this one the least out of the three that I have, but it's still super cute and I enjoy it a lot. In that same Halloween vest video, I also talk about this one that I made. This one was fully from scratch, again with all the different patchwork fabric, and this was when I was in the phase of making just a load of patchwork clothes and pillows and decor and different kind of stuff, which I still like a lot, to be clear. So it's really fun to wear. A lot of the patches are Joanna Parker fabric. Some of them are two pieces of fabric layered over each other. The pumpkin buttons, handmade out of clay. I really like it. Video on my channel about this one, but the third one that I'm going to show you is my favorite Halloween vest that I've ever made. So this vest to me is absolute perfection. Mostly, I mean, not only because it was the final one, so I had the most practice and had been clearest on what I wanted everything to look like and stuff, but Cage and I have matching ones of these. I made him one too, so we can be all cute and Halloween-y together, and it just makes me so happy when we wear them together for the seasons. That's why it's kind of one of my favorites. Again, the candy corn buttons, we've got a bunch of the felt patches, different stuff. Fun thing, I'm gonna have Halloween vests and some felt patches in my shop coming up this year, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. But again, video about this one is on my channel. It's my favorite. It always makes me just feel like a fun 80s art teacher or something. So yeah, amazing. Halloween vests are so much fun to me. And now let's move on to the sweaters. This is probably one of my most worn Halloween sweaters, and it's super comfy cozy, amazingly soft on the inside, and the original design is just so freaking cute. I'd gotten it on Etsy a couple of years ago, and I can't find the original listing anymore, but there's lots of ones that are similar, so if you're interested, you can definitely find something like it. Very shortly after getting it, I spilled candle wax or coffee or something very stupid on it, so that's why I had to put all the patches onto it. But honestly, I think the patches look amazing. It honestly just needed one or two to cover the thing, but to make it look more cohesive, that's why I added the extras, and I think it looks adorable. I really like this sweater. When I first got it, I was a little bit put off by how intensely neon bright it is. Don't know if it's showing up on camera, but in person it's a little bit eye blinding, but now I kind of love that about it. So yes, my neon orange kitten sweater with all the patches. I love it. I think it's so cute. Now, this is a new acquisition this year. It was a gift from one of my new friends, Jamie, who my boyfriend works with. She's just this really cool person that we have a lot of game nights with, and apparently she got one that also like matches for herself. So yeah, we have like matching Beetlejuice sweaters. It's super cozy on the inside. The sandworms are amazing. I really love it. I know the new Beetlejuice movie is coming out and I haven't seen it yet, but I am excited to check it out when I get the chance. And yeah, really happy with the Beetlejuice sweater. Super cozy. Now, this sweater is so fun and so ridiculous. I absolutely love it. It's almost like a sweater dress, and I say this every time I wear it, but it reminds me of this one specific Halloween Barbie that has like a little orange like dress with the fluff and the frills, and it's just amazing. So yes, this originally was just an orange and black stripy sweater that I found at the thrift store, and it was really cute, but it had these kind of like patterns on the edges and like the cuffs and around the collar and stuff that I think you can see a little bit of it still. It's like this sort of like pattern knit work that wasn't like super my vibe, so I decided to cover it with like a load of faux fur, and it feels so fun and over the top and glamorous, and I just really love it. For these spots I just did like a little bit of spiderweb fabric, just a thrifted sweater with lots of extra fluff. Completely ridiculous, but I love it, and it's so freaking toasty warm. Just like the original fabric is so nice and soft, so I always have a really good time wearing it. Now this sweater is like a sort of turtleneck that I found this year at the thrift store, and I originally got it in order to unravel it, and I did start doing it. That's why the front is a lot shorter than the back, and I'm gonna unravel the back so it matches. It just, you know, give me a minute. So yeah, it's gonna just be like a little cropped sweater, and I might put like a candy corn patch or something on it, but for now it's just like this little turtleneck. Normally I don't really like turtlenecks because they're very uncomfortable, but this one's loose enough that it doesn't give me that strangly feeling. I was unraveling it and then just looking at it and being like, you know what? I think I just want to wear it as a sweater, and then I got a bunch of yarn in other ways that it just didn't seem really worth it anymore, so I'm just gonna keep it as a regular sweater and maybe add like a little bit of Halloween touches, but for now, super cute, and it's pretty cozy, so I enjoy it lots. Now, this was another recent thrift store find that I got this year. I did change out the buttons and put these like pumpkin buttons on it, because originally it had these like really horrible like giant crystal diamond kind of looking things, which I just really didn't like. But I love it because it's got like this sparkle kind of throughout it, but it's not itchy. I feel like so often when you have like metallic or sparkly knits like this, they're just very uncomfortable, but this one's super soft and cozy. It's been kind of my like everyday like morning, like I'm just getting toasty and like drinking my coffee, and I'm like usually wearing this lately, so been wearing it like pretty much every day since I got it. And it's not super Halloween-y, but since it has the buttons I figured I'd include it. This sweater cardigan thing I've had for probably around 10 years now. I found it at the thrift store when I was like 15 or 16, and I just have loved it so much. It's so freaking beautiful. It's like handmade with all the tree patterns, and like the little house and the cottage is just amazing. I love this sweater so much. It feels so autumnal, so fall, comfy, cozy. I'm really excited to start wearing it again. Now, this is a really light cardigan, and I still need to replace the buttons on it, but they're coming in the mail soon, because right now the buttons are just kind of these like brown ones, and I want to replace them with some kind of more like pumpkin-y Halloween circle wooden ones, so we'll see all about that. But the reason I'm including it in this is because the back has this really cute kind of like 80s vintagey pattern on it. It's kind of like an Easterween thing. It's got like the bear, but the bunny and the chick, so yeah, it says very scary. It's super cute. I think I mentioned this in my original video, but it's Halloween-y, so I had to include it in this one too. Now on to shirts. I'm starting with this long sleeve skeleton one. I found it at the thrift store, and I thought it would be glow in the dark because it has like this greeny kind of tint on it that would kind of suggest that might be the case. It is not, but that's alright. It's a classic Halloween staple, so pulling it out for the season. I found this t-shirt at the thrift store maybe like a year or two ago. This one actually does glow in the dark. It's like a very fluorescent orange jack-o'-lantern face on just like the black background. Simple, easy, but good for the season. Now, when I found this shirt at the thrift store, it was just the orange and yellow stripes, but I added the giant candy corn design on it because it just felt like such an appropriate thing to put on a shirt like this. Super fun, super bright, very like a clown core kind of moment. I like it lots. It feels very, very fun and appropriate for the season. This is a t-shirt that I handmade out of old Halloween socks, and I'll link the tutorial that I used to make it below because the person was just like so smart with thinking up this kind of pattern. This I made a couple years ago, but since I have made a companion piece to it, which are these. I just wanted to do something of legwear in this same category, so I'll show these when I'm getting into that kind of thing, but I just wanted to show there's multiple sock pieces. I only use like the top part of the sock, and then the bottom part of the sock, like the part where the foot goes in, I usually just use that for cleaning until it's too gross and I throw it out. But yeah, sock t-shirt, tutorial will be linked below. It's a lot of fun. When I found this top at the thrift store, it was just a regular orange tank top. I just added the little black jack-o'-lantern face on it with screen printing ink. I think it looks really cute. Very simple, but again, a very appropriate thing for the season. This dress is a DIY from last year, but I made it so late in the season that I really didn't get a chance to wear it at all. It was just originally a white and black dress. I dyed it orange with some RIT dye and added this like black kind of ruffle to the bottom, as well as these little pumpkin buttons going down the front. It's very like prairie cottagecore Halloween moment, and it's really, really cute. Quite comfortable, and I enjoy it lots. I'm excited to start wearing it this season. This dress was also a DIY from last year. It's just a black giant t-shirt that I cut off and then made a bunch of patchwork sort of fabric to attach to the bottom. And then obviously I stitched on the jack-o'-lantern face at the top. Very, very cute. Very kind of like vintagey. Reminds me kind of like an old-timey Halloween costume a little bit. I like it a lot, especially the Joanna Parker patch, like right front and center. This is one of my favorite characters of hers, the little like bat pumpkin guy. So adorable. So yes, that's this dress. Like it lots. Super comfy, casual. Very good for the season. This is another DIY dress. I freaking love this one. It's got to be my favorite. It's like this patchwork pinafore that I made completely from scratch and like used up a lot of old different pieces of fabric, like old towels, and all the corduroy is an old pair of Cage's pants, obviously the Joanna Parker fabric. It's got like the straps made of all the mismatched fabric. I really, really like this one. Again, it's super comfy. I think it looks really good with a long sleeve top underneath. I feel really, really cute in it, and I feel like it's like an evolution of the dress that I just showed you. This was like the second time around, and I feel like it's more elevated, if that makes sense. They both are really cute. So yes, and then this is a front pocket here, which is always handy dandy. This dress is super freaking fun. I got it at the thrift store, and it's technically a child's dress, so I usually have to wear like bloomers or something under it, and the sleeves don't go all the way down, but you know, it is what it is. My favorite thing about it is that it glows in the dark, all the little moons, and just a super, super fun thing. I think it was originally from the Children's Place, but I love when clothing made for large children manages to fit me, because I swear to God, kids get the best Halloween clothes and it's not fair. This dress was a thrift store's find from, I believe, last year. It's super comfy and I love the orange and black stripes, but I feel like the bust line is really weird, so I always have to wear like some sort of waist cincher or corset or like something to make it look a little less strange. Also, it's super low cut. You can see like this much of my bralette underneath it right now. Super comfy dress. I like it a lot. The orange and black stripes, super, super tiny and delicate, and it just feels very elegant. So yes, great thrift store find. Last dress, I think I mentioned this one in my other video, but it's so Halloween that I figured I'd include it here as well. This was a Spirit Halloween find from probably 2 years ago. Very comfy. Love the collar with like the bat shape and the purple. Love all the little designs. The pilling on it was awful, but since I got a little fabric depiller, it's been okay. So that's all the dresses. Now, the video about this DIY should be out by the time I post this, but this was originally a white skirt that I had since high school that just needed an update. So I dyed it orange, added all the handmade patches, the felt pumpkin pocket, Joanna Parker patches, candy corn belt that I made, this little chain belt with all the charms on it, all the safety pins, the spiderweb lace, just loads of fun stuff, pumpkin buttons, everything. It was a load of fun as a DIY, and again made it so late in the season last year that I didn't get the chance to wear it and just decided to schedule the video for this year instead. So this is Halloween plaid skirt. Check out the video about it, and yeah, I love it. I think it's super cute, super fun, and excited to get lots of wears out of it. This is another DIY that used to be white pants that now are orange. Super fun, ridiculously comfy. A lot of hand printed patches that I DIY'd. I think the only one that's not is like this cat on the knee. I don't know when the video will be out for the tutorial of these, but they're so freaking fun. Got the pumpkin pocket. Plaid pants are always a staple in my wardrobe. I've been looking forward to wearing these since I made them, so I'm excited that the time is finally here. I also have some belt chains that I made to occasionally attach to them, but I'll show them to you separately. Okay, so these are the aforementioned sock pants, stockings, sock tubes, I don't know, whatever they are. But they're made out of old socks, old fishnets, old stuff like that. I think they look really cool with some like high boots and some little garters and stuff holding them up. Very comfy, lots of fun, very funky. I know they're not for everyone, but I enjoy wearing them. I made this set last year, but it's just a little matching pair of knit leg and arm warmers. Just like a square that I sewed together down the side and left a spot for a thumb hole. And then for the leg warmers, just 4 knit squares that I sewed together into a tube. I'll have a tutorial coming up for them in the same one as the sock leg warmer things. But yeah, super fun, a little bit retro, very cute in my opinion. And again, I think they look really cute with some giant boots. This is a pair of orange and black tights. I think I got them either at Spirit Halloween or the dollar store. I don't remember at this point because it's been so long. But yeah, Halloween staple. Always feel very witchy. I think I also have a purple and black pair, but just picture this but in purple and black. This was the belt chain that I was telling you guys about that I made. So it's got little like orange and black beads as the top strand, and then just this one that has like a bunch of different like Halloween kind of beads, and then this with all the handmade clay candy corns. So you just like clip it onto your belt, and yeah, it's like, you know how people have like the silver belt chains? This is just like a Halloween version of that. Onto some jewelry. I have 2 Halloween bracelets I wanted to show you guys. This one I made, it's got a little pumpkin charm, orange and black beads, and the little heart-shaped letter beads say Hocus Pocus. This one I found at the thrift store, and these pieces all glow in the dark. It's got the pumpkin, the skeleton, and the witch. I freaking love this thing. It's so cool. Didn't realize I had a 3rd Halloween bracelet, but this one is orange and black with the stars, a teeny tiny pumpkin charm, and it has little letters that say trick or treat. This is a choker that I painted to look like candy corns. Just like a big spiked collar, but feels very festive. Love it for the season, excited to start wearing it again. I should probably put these charms on a new choker that's not falling apart so much, but this was originally a charm bracelet, like all these little ones that I found at the thrift store, and then I put it on a old belt so I could turn it into a choker, but as you can see it's kind of peeling at the ends, so I should replace it, but still looking cute. The general design is still nice in my opinion. This was a DIY from last year. It's kind of like a faux rosary style necklace. I have a tutorial about how I make these, and I have a lot of them coming out on my shop for Halloween, but this guy's got just like a little pumpkin and these glass orange beads. And it just works in a lot of outfits because I like layering a lot of necklaces. So having an orange one is fun for the season. This one is super old. My mom gave it to me a long time ago, but it's like these orange and gold beads with all these little like spades on it, and because it's orange it feels kind of Halloween-y, but yeah, excited to incorporate it into some outfits this season. I have this necklace that I DIY'd. I just made this candy corn charm out of clay and stuck it on a chain. For earrings, I'm gonna start with these ones. Cage gave me these ones actually, and they're super cute. They're made of clay, and they're these little corns. They have like gold details, and they're just super freaking beautiful. I haven't worn them to a corn maze yet because I think he got them for me past the time that the corn mazes were open, but I would love to wear these to a corn maze. That would be so fun. I also have these ones that are like the little Sam lollipops from Trick or Treat. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a Halloween classic. These are really, really cute, and I love mismatched earrings, even if they're just a little mismatched, so that's really fun. These earrings are another DIY. I basically just took these orange beads that were originally on a necklace that I got at the thrift store and made the little loops out of wire so they kind of look like little trick-or-treat buckets was the idea. Don't know if that's super translating, but they're very, very fun and adorable. And I have some clay candy corn earrings, and I just have one Halloween ring. This is an orange ring that my mom gave me this year. Super, super beautiful, just like an orange stone, and because it's orange it just feels very Halloween to me. Now moving on to accessories, and I know I need to still make my like regular video of all my accessories and jewelry, but I just haven't gotten around to it because it's been so busy with the shop launch and all the videos and everything and Halloween, and so I'm sorry, maybe in the new year. But for now, let's get into the Halloween accessories. I have this purse from Spirit Halloween. Got it a couple years ago. It's got the winking cat. You can extend it so it's like full length. I just have it hung up kind of shorter. Love it. The only thing that I don't love about it is that it's kind of small, but very, very adorable design. This is a detachable collar that I made out of a pair of thrifted scrubs. It's got the kind of batwing design, which I think is super, super fun. I have a lot of collars coming to my shop in the shop launch, but none of them are batwing shaped. They're all just like kind of Halloween-y colored, but I still think they're super, super fun. It's a great accessory in my opinion, and I would like to eventually maybe make some of these for my shop, but we'll see. I also have this giant safety pin thing to hold my skirts shut. So it's got the little ghosty charm, spider, pumpkin, candy corn, and spiderweb, and just some random chains dangling down. I just DIY'd this out of a giant safety pin I found and a bunch of different Halloween charms. I have this orange scarf that I found at the thrift store. Cage and I share it, but it's super, super toasty warm and just like wonderful for snuggling up on the cold fall days. So definitely bringing this out for the season. This is just a piece of orange cloth I found at the thrift store. It was originally a scarf, I think. I like to tie it under a button-down shirt and have just like this big bow. It feels very, very fun and kind of like vintagey and cute, but you could also wear it as like a fun little scarf that's like very glamour or whatever. But yeah, it's just an orange piece of fabric. For my shoes, I have these shoelaces that I found at the thrift store. It's not showing up exactly how neon they are, but trust me, they are super freaking fluorescent. Bright orange, and I'm gonna change out my docks to have some bright orange laces for the season. Now let's talk about some hair stuff. So if you've seen my videos before, you know that I like pretty much always wear my hair in a scrunchie. So I have some Halloween scrunchies. This one is black with orange pumpkins. I got it at the dollar store last year. This one is orange with like black bats and spider webs and pumpkin faces and that kind of thing on it. I also got it last year. It was like in the same set as this, and this is from many years ago. It's orange and black with like pumpkins and ghosties and little black cats. I got it from Claire's. These are some DIY hair accessories that I made last year out of a bunch of scrap fabric. They're kind of like reminiscent of hair falls that were like very big in the goth subculture in the 80s, but I made them out of recycled Halloween fabric, and when I wear my hair up in pigtails, I can like have extra fun pigtail extensions basically. I also have a load of Halloween hair clips, including these amazing ones that a subscriber sent me. They've got like the little orange pumpkins, and the pumpkins are wearing little pumpkin hats. They're so cute. They also sent me like some ghosty ones and some witch hat ones, but the pumpkin ones just feel like extra Halloween because of the orange. I have these mushroom hair clips that are technically not supposed to be hair clips. They're like garden clips, but they're just little orange mushrooms, and I like to clip them into my hair and feel like a little forest fairy. I also have these little foam pumpkins that I got at the dollar store last year and just glued onto some little hair clips so I can have like little pumpkin hair accessories. I have these little candy corn hair clips. I made the candy corns myself out of clay and then just glued them onto these dollar store hair clips, so they're very, very cute, and like the orange part is visible, so I think that's a lot of fun. And I have a bunch of leaves that I've glued onto hair clips that have like autumnal colors, so I can have more of that like autumn fairy kind of moment with that. Speaking of, I have a whole autumnal flower crown that I do have a tutorial on how I made this. And I do think I made a matching like bra top to go with it, but yeah, this is like very good for those frolicky forest moments. This is a pair of child's earmuffs. they've got these little spooky cats on them. I found them at the thrift store and they're just like super cute with little scaredy cats. So great for when it gets cold because I live in Canada where it does get very cold in the autumn some years. Last of all, this isn't really clothes, but it is like kind of fashion related. I wanted to talk about my Halloween makeup. It's just a couple of things, literally everything I'm holding in my hand. But first I have these nail polishes that I think I got both of them last year. So this one is just an orange nail polish. The color is called Hot Stuff and it's from Revlon. It's fine. It's like a little bit bright, but whatever. And then this one is super fun. It's glow in the dark. The color doesn't really show up at all, but it's just like a clear coat, glow in the dark nail polish with like a little bit of orangey sparkle in it. So I have these nail polishes that I'm excited to use because normally I just paint my nails black, but now I can whip out a little bit of color. And then the other thing that I save for the Halloween season is my orange eyeshadow palette. I don't really wear these colors throughout the year. Usually I go for more like blacks and purples, but during Halloween season, it's time to whip out this bad boy. And yeah, you can see the colors in it. Super pretty. Lots of nice oranges and yellows and these kind of things. I really like the little ColourPop like 9-pan palettes. They're super handy. So I got this like a year or two ago and it's still holding up great. So I'm excited to do lots of orange makeup looks with this. So that is the entirety of the Halloween wardrobe and accessories and things that I'm excited to wear this year. Now I want to show you a really quick like before and after of the closet. So let's go look right now. It's super messy. So let's see what it is. And then when I have everything nice and situated and properly in its home, then we can look again and it'll be all nice and orange and Halloweeny. And I'm so excited to get it all set up. So let's go do that. Okay, so it's kind of a mess in here, but it's fine. I'll fix it. Everything's just kind of piled a little bit. I have a system, but you know how sometimes systems just get a little bit messy. So yeah, this is what the closet is looking like now. I will see you shortly when it's all beautiful and oranged. Okay, everything is in order. We are ready for the season. It's all beautiful and orange and organized, and I like refolded things so they look really nice, and all the beautiful orangey pumpkin-y things are easily accessible and where I can reach them. Yeah, this is what the closet is looking like. Super pleased. I think it's wonderful. Alright, so that is all I have for you today. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, or night, or whenever it happens to be. Hope to catch you in the next one, and happy spooky season. Bye for now.